Evening, and welcome to BizLock's Retro Hour, my corner of the internet. Before we get started, I have to share this with you. I saw it last week when I was moving out to spend time with my family. We drove down to northern Georgia, Cleveland, Georgia. Beautiful place. If you ever get a chance to go. It's a great place to be. But as we was on the road, I made a notice of something that really annoyed me, and I can't unsee it. And once you see it, if you already haven't seen it, you'll never be able to unsee it. But picture this: going down Interstate 24 down to Chattanooga. Pass a truck. It's a pretty busy interstate. You pass a truck. You pass a truck. You pass a truck. And these are Amazon trucks. And then it dawns on you, and then you see it, and then you just can't unsee it. You can't, no matter what. And so now, whenever I hit any interstate, I see the symbol, I see the truck. When I turn on my Fire Stick on TV, symbol comes up, can't unsee it, and it's pretty annoying. So I'm going to share this with you. I'm not going to say a word. You're going to see this, and when you see it, I don't know what you see. And I'm not going to tell you what I see, but I am now just sick and tired of seeing that all over the place. You see it everywhere. There's no getting away from it. It's enough to make you crazy. Anyhow, thanks for coming to this week's show. This week we are doing Land of the Lost again, and we've got the episode Elsewhere. This is an episode that's written by the late, great Dorothy Catherine Fontana. Yes, DC Fontana. Some of the stories that she wrote. And have you noticed yet, every time I get up here, she gets up here, you get attention, something. There's no getting away from her. And of course she'll get over there and hide me. But anyhow, squirrel. Oh. DC Fontana. Yes, she's many of things that she's written. Rest her soul, she passed away in 2019, but she's one of the best. She wrote some of the best Star Trek stories. Rest her soul. Yeah, we are doing the episode Elsewhere this week. And Elsewhere is a little bit of a different episode. It is a Holly-centric episode, and in this one, it's focused. They start off in the caves at the Lost City. My dad's trying to work with the matrix table to open the time doorway. Doesn't go very well, and well, we'll be going through this in just a second. So instead of me telling you now, we'll just go through it then. But news. Ferret Run went on sale last week. Yes, I think I announced it to you guys. If not, I will share the link. But it's on sale on Amazon right now for $15.99. I'll share the link. You're more than welcome to order from it. It's not on sale on my website yet. It should be on the sale on my website by this time next week. I got to get my stock in, and then I've got to get the store built that's got it. But once I get that done, I can process orders there, and if anybody wants a signed copy, or I'm going to start selling merch there as well. You can definitely order it from there. But it's a great feeling to have the book done, to have it out there. I've already started plans to start working on my next book. It's not Ferret Run. It is going to be a space adventure, kind of, sort of. I'm going to start on that one. 1st of April, I'm going to start going with that balls to the wall. And with any luck, I will have that one ready by the end of the year to be published and go out by then. But so big stuff. I love it. Making traction, getting further, and it's a good feeling. And I love and enjoy being able to share the backstory on this with you, to be able to how we connect the stuff from our past to write the story, to be able to do that. But anyhow, I am ready to get lost. You are ready to get lost. So I think that means about time that we go get lost. So let's go and get this here started. I will see you on the other side, and we'll go with it from there. See you then.
Alright.
Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition.
Alright, so yes, got 2 more episodes and then season 1's over. Hard to believe. I mean, this is episode 15 and we've done it. Started this journey in October and here we are now in March. Almost into March. Yeah, I missed a couple of episodes, but life happens, and as much as we want to stay doing it, we gotta make the calls and not do it. So yeah, I'm not sure. What we're probably going to do is try to figure something out. I'm not going to go directly from Land of the Lost season 1 is Land of the Lost season 2. Granted, there's a lot of good episodes in season 2. We're just going to take it easy. I did try to reach out to Wesley Ure to be able to do an interview with him, but evidently he's got a lot going on with cons and stuff because he has not reached back to me and everything. But we'll figure it out. But here we go. Rawr. Rawr. All right, we're starting out here in the Lost City, Eltswin, DC, Montana. The family they remember following the Enix Cave, and that's what they're currently looking for right now, is to operate the Matrix to try to get through. Wesley is noticing that they do not hear the God in the pit, and so they're wondering what's up with him. And they said, maybe he's been fed. I don't know. We're just not sure. But they're trying to remember, and they're trying to get in there to where the Enix Cave is, because the dad's got a plan. Always has a plan. And then lo and behold, they find it. So what he's figuring, pretty logical. Operate the Matrix, it opens the portal, you go home. But it's based off, I would assume, color sequences. And so if you look how many you got there on that matrix table, only a couple million you got to go through. So, God, talk about mess around and find out. This is what this is. So he does it, and the crystals come on. That's pretty cool, huh? And then the doorway opens. So here we go. Got the doorway open. Let's go home. No, they need to test it first, of course. So he gets the prime ingredient for stone soup. So much for the stone soup. And they don't hear anything. So they figure, eh, maybe we got to do another sequence. And so they try to do another sequence. Let's see what they got to say on this.
This could go on forever.
Would you rather wait here until the Sleestak feeds you to the thing in the pit?
Hey,
That's an
you
idea.
two calm down.
Bicker,
Now we're gonna have
bicker,
to stick
bicker.
together if we're gonna get out of here. All right? Okay, let's try it again. No, that
Nope.
doesn't seem to work. Let me try another combination.
Don't try the yellow. Whatever you do.
It's not doing anything. Try a different sequence.
Try this.
So Holly figures she can go do more on her own, so she leaves them, lets them do their thing, and they're just discussing the matrix table. And so she's gonna go check out and see what she can find, of course. And you go out to the Lost City, and of course you're gonna find Big Alice. That goes without saying. I would know not to go out into the Lost City. And so now she's a little bit upset, not sure which direction she's going, and so hey, I found a hole. And if you notice, it's got one of the pylon keys up there, which is kind of unique. Wonder what the use of that is. Not sure. But she says, you know what? I think I need to go find Dad. Okay. So she can go find Dad. And I think they're getting pretty upset because they're not figuring it out. It's just not working. And they realize, where's Holly? And of course, she's not there. So they're going to leave what they're doing right here and they're going to go look for her. And she's looking and they find them. And hey, Dad, check it out. I found this thing. I found a thing. And it's a thing, all right. But it's one of those thingy things. And she leaves the door wide open. And what do we have here? Somebody coming through. But she's going to tell him there's a hole. And look, there's the thingy thing there she's talking about. And they're trying to figure out, okay, what are we going to do with this? And so, going to go down there, but it's pretty dark. Yeah. And of course, you bring out your trusty, dusty big lighter. But if I did that, I'd be burning my finger. So that's only got a good 20 seconds before you start burning. They get down, and he notices they came down about maybe 50 meters down. Get what, 150 feet? And so they're down at the bottom. And then they are going to notice that there's another key down here. That key is right there. And then Holly's noticing there's a draft. He says, no, there's not. And her dad's noticing the draft also. And then they said, notice that hole over there. It's a hole. What do you find in a hole other than things, right? So he wants to get a rock, throw a rock. So much for your stone soup, right? Nothing. They don't hear nothing. So it must be a deep hole. So, I would leave it alone with this, but they're really concerned because, in the land of the lost, you can't take anything for granted. There could be a way home in that hole. So what they're going to do is try to explore on the other side of that hole because there could be a time doorway. So Holly is going to just let the boys do the boys things, and then they're going to go through the hole. But if you'll notice, there's an arm shadow over there. Ooh. Holly goes up there. She's kind of bickering and complaining to herself. And then all of a sudden, she's going to run into...
Trust me.
They will, Holly. But you'll have to be patient a while longer yet.
We got a commercial break.
Where'd
And
you
you hear
come
Yakko
from?
saying, hello,
Doorway.
nurse.
Well, where is it? How does it work?
Seems to be gone again. They come and go so quickly.
They? Is there more than one?
I can't explain the unexplainable, Holly.
What do you want here?
I want to talk to you about your father and brother. You have to understand, they see you as the baby of the family. It's hard for them to stop protecting you.
How do you know about them?
Well, they're very much like my own family. I was the youngest one, too. People aren't so very different, Holly.
You know too much about us. Who are you?
My name is Ronnie.
That means something.
How'd you get that scar on your arm?
Oh, that was a long time ago. I was helping my brother. He needed me to get him out of a difficult situation.
Boy, my
I
brother
bet.
wouldn't trust me that far. He doesn't even think I can take care of myself.
Well, you didn't act too grown up a while ago.
They didn't want me around.
Holly, you left your father and Will just when they might have needed you. They're dealing with an unknown, and the unknown can be dangerous, especially here. You must go back to them and be there to help them if they need it, just as they're always there for you. I know you think of yourself as grown up, but part of growing up is learning and meeting responsibilities.
I better go now.
Wait.
I could say several
have something
things
for
that,
you.
but I can't.
These are for you and Will and your father. They'll help you communicate over long
Interesting
distances.
dress she's got there.
Are they
Saying
magic?
nothing else.
No, not quite. See, the blue stone
Love
picks
the
up
70s
emotional
hair,
and
though.
physical
I really
vibrations
do.
and transmits them.
Such
See,
a
if you
different
wear it
time.
around your neck, it picks up your heartbeat and causes a pulsing signal. And that signal will be received by the other pendants.
Yeah, isn't that special?
Thank you.
You can thank me by remembering two things. You must be very careful about meeting the Sleestak in the lower caves.
Very.
I'm always careful about meeting them.
And Holly, you must get over your fear of heights.
I can't do that. I know I can't. I've
Yes,
tried.
you can. Remember this. Whatever happens, look at the earth.
But Dad says it's not good to look down.
Holly, do you feel you can trust me? Then remember
Yeah,
what
you're a
I'm
total
saying.
stranger. Came out of the fog. I
Look
could
at
trust
the
you.
earth. Whenever you're afraid of heights, look at the earth.
I'm not going to make the
Arnie, I
comment. I'm not going to
promise.
make the comment. I'm
Good.
going to be a good
Okay,
boy.
you go now.
All right. So we had this unique happening taking place here.
But Ronnie, what about the
And so she goes into the smoke,
doorway?
into the doorway.
Well, yeah.
So we come back down here, Will and Rick, and they're just about to just give it up and say, you know what? We can't do it. We're too big. Hole's too small and everything like that. And they're just, can't do it. And then Holly says, you know what? I'll do it. And we'll say, reminding her, it's pretty high up there. But she says, yeah, I got this. No problem at all. This will work. Um, yeah, you could trust me. And she's really selling this pitch. You could trust me. You can trust me. I can do it. You can trust me. Personally, as a dad, I'll be really against this. But, and by the way, I'm going to give you guys this. I'm going to say, where you got it from? And he says, this really stacked chick gave it to me from up there in the Matrix room. I mean, this person gave it to me, but she's really stacked. I know I said I wouldn't say it. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. But anyhow, um, yeah, they're gonna put it. They're gonna tie her up, and they're gonna say, "Get in the hole." And there you go, making sure everything's good. And they give them the crystals. Hey, if you run into any trouble, do the whole signal thing. Let us know. Everything to that extent. And they say, "Sure thing, boss. Sure thing. I can do this." Um, So they put the rope around her and one of those repelling nooses thingies. It's been many years, but yeah. And so there she goes. Down, down, down the rope. Down, down, down the rope she goes. I'm sorry. This would be just one of those things in which, nope, 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 nope. She sends a signal, let her know she's okay. And they say, okay, she's doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Yeah. Been right about instead of more signal, she's doing just fine. Just fine. Then all of a sudden, here comes the guests. Oh, you should have known they was gonna come. The party crashers. And so they let the rope go. She goes down. They're in the wrestling match. And she's left in the dark. Oh no. Drop the crystals. Dangling like a soap on a rope. Oh, can't do anything from here. And you know what? They're up there wrestling again. She's trying to figure out what she's going to do other than dangle in the dark. Nothing worse than dangling in the dark, I'm here to tell you. And of course, she's afraid of heights. So, oh, I'm going to take it she should see something in there. And of course, they're in the process to being fed. And in the process of that, I believe we're getting ready to realize that it's about time for a another commercial break. Yeah. So we're gonna get ready to break to a commercial. Ta-da! It's amazing how I know that stuff. I've got ESPN. Well, not yet. Psych. But she's going to figure out, and she's going to get it, and she's going to go climb up there to help him. And they're figuring out what they're going to do. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Getting ready to see something that really doesn't make sense to me. I'm trying to figure this out right here.
Welcome to Bizlocks Retro's News Slash, the part of the show where we talk about pop culture and we kind of go over the news with it and kind of see where we stand with it now. Today, we're doing something different, something that I've never done before. This is new. We look forward to it, and I think you'll appreciate it also. Last night was the premiere of Project Hail Mary, and me and the better half, we was out there last night to take a look at that first opening night to be able to enjoy it. Now, first and foremost, I'm not a movie reviewer. Don't claim to be and don't really want to be. Don't believe in doing it. But, as I've been writing, I've learned how to communicate and write. So, why not write movie reviews of stuff that I go see and share my thoughts on it? Again, I'm not critiquing the movie and how it's been made, the scene, the stuff like that. I'm sharing with you how it makes me feel and my impression on it. Because at the end of the day, we go to see movies, we go to be entertained, to have a good time. We invest the money to do it. We expect to have a good time and we'll enjoy it. I'm going to share with you how it makes me feel, my impression, and kind of go with it from there. Won't do it for every movie because there's some movies I just ain't going to waste the money on and not interested in seeing. But on the ones that I do, I'll be glad to do that with. And Project Hail Mary is one of those movies that I would be glad to share with you on this. It's going to be spoiler free. And I tell you, the biggest thing with Project Hail Mary is this movie stuck with me after we left the theater. Let me kind of go with you a little bit deeper on that. I thought about it. I dwelled about it. Thought about the premise. Thought about a couple of things. And I was just really thinking about it. You know, that's a good feeling. You know, of the movies that I've seen in the past 12 months, most of them I was pretty pissed off when I left the theater because I paid this much money. And I was disappointed because, you know, I'm pissed off because I only spent that much money. This wasn't that. It dwelled upon me. This movie, Project Hail Mary, Andy Weir wrote it. And he has wrote other books, but he wrote The Martian. And again, that was one that I enjoyed seeing at the theater. I have been, for the past 9 months, wanting to read the book. But between writing the book, and the stuff, everything else, I just haven't had a chance to. But now, I ain't gonna lie to you, that I've seen the movie, and the movie is always a cut down version of the book that, you know, they get the best of what they can get and put in the movie. But now I want to read the book, so you can best damn be sure I'm gonna prioritize this book and get to reading it. Because AD, he can write science fiction. And now I regret not reading it. So I need to fix this. This movie was good and entertaining, and it had emotion to it. This movie, within first 15 minutes, I could emphasize and I could feel the position in which the main protagonist was in. There was no instance in which I felt the movie was preaching to me, no instance in which the movie was talking down to me, or anything to that extent. I was connecting and pretty much understanding and feeling where the main character was through the whole thing. And that really invested me in the story, and that really invested me in the movie. That was huge. That was I wasn't understanding it. I was feeling the movie. As the movie was being told, or as the movie was being shown, there's something that they were doing in there which I'm not a fan of. They was using flashbacks to help. The movie starts out now, but as they go through the movie, flashbacks come up to help fill in the gaps to how we got here. I'm not a fan of that kind of story. I'm not a fan of flashbacks used like that. But they did it well. They made it pay off. And really, at the end, there's one flashback they did, which I was sitting back saying, I can't believe they did this. And then that dwelled on me. And even after the movie, I was saying, okay, now this makes sense. Now I know why he did because of that. Makes perfect sense. And this was like 2 or 3 hours after the movie I was thinking on this. So like I said, the movie had me enthralled, and it had me thinking about it after it was over. I mean, that's absurd in 2026 with where Hollywood is now. I mean, it's unbelievable, but yet enjoyable. It was enjoyable. They really handled it well, and it paid off, but not immediately. Like I said, 2 hours after that. The kind of payoff there is rare. The movie stuck with you. It sticks with you even, this was last night and this is Friday. And it's stuck with me now. It is not a spectacle movie. This movie is a character-driven friendship movie in space. Character-driven friendship movie in space is what this is. And with that being said, the practical effects. Rocky. This isn't spoilers. Everybody knows about Rocky at this point, but total non-CG, a puppet. And was handled great. You feel, you empathize, and it's like it was a lump that you could feel the emotion of that character. It took me back to Empire Strikes Back. Yoda, when he was training Luke in Dagobah, it was a puppet. But the way they handled the puppet, the way the puppet communicated, you felt it was alive. It was a being. This is the same way here in this movie. Yeah, you're sold it, you believe it, and you are able to enjoy it. It's really, really awesome. Really awesome. CGI was there. You're not thrown around with giant green screens. I mean, a lot of it was practical effects. The ship itself, it was one of those, it could go as needed as they needed for it. The only, and the effects didn't overwhelm the story. You weren't bogged down like one of the Marvel movies or something like this. It's easily down to earth. It's easily able to follow, and it was freaky. It was awesome. The one thing that I will question on this as the budget that went into this was $248 million. I think after tax refunds of where they were filming at, it came out to like maybe $200 million. So probably at least this movie here is going to need a good 600 million to break even. I believe they'll do it easily. I really do. It's that good of a movie. But with that 248 million, I don't see where they spent it at. But this was an Amazon MGM movie, and if any of you guys ever watch any of the movies that they do on for Prime, a lot of those things they'll throw money into them and be expensive as hell. But you'll look at it and it's like, why is this so expensive? I don't see it. I don't see the justification of it. They're supposed to be put this much money in it. I'm not seeing it. So I find that questionable. But this is going to be something that pretty much this studio and all the other studios are going to have to learn going into the future. They're just going to have to learn to, set it to $40 million, stick to the budget there and make a movie and entertain us. It's been done before. They can do it now. Here is the big elephant in the room for me. The directors, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. I've seen just about every one of their movies. Their first one, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, took my kids to see them back in 2009. Loved it, enjoyed it. The Lego Movie, enjoyed that. 21 and 22 Jump Street. That was a good movie. And all of the Spider-Verse movies is their movies. And Project Hail Mary. Exceptional movies, exceptional character-driven movies, and they did well. Where the only thing I'm going to say is there is a universe that exists in which these two guys was able to finish the Solo movie and it made money. Yeah. These guys they were the directors for the Solo movie. But about what? 50-60% of they'd gotten over 50% through. They was removed from the position because of differences. But here's my deal. It lost money. Flat out. That movie flopped. So I can't help but to believe that if Kathleen Kennedy and the powers that be at Lucasfilm would have left them alone, maybe Solo would not have flopped. But hey, that's just my thought. That's my opinion. Ending. If you haven't seen it yet, do yourself a treat. Go see Project Hail Mary. This is something that we haven't had in a long time. I think Hollywood is correcting itself, and this is a movie that you can go and have fun at. You can enjoy it, and you will walk out happy and feeling good because you saw a good movie and you was entertained. And that's my review of Project Hail Mary. Take that at a grain of sand. What am I? I'm just a guy in front of a camera with Transformers behind me. Enjoy my movies and I enjoy being entertained, and I highly recommend it. Do it. If you go see it and you like it, note down here, then let me know. But we are now finished with Bezlok's Retro Newsflash, and we're going to go back to Land of the Lost and finish it up. So let's go back there. You guys enjoy, and we will see you on the other side later.
I got nothing. I am not sure what this is. Maybe she fell through a doorway. I'm not sure. But she remembers she's afraid of the heights. And she's remembering that Ronnie told her to look to the earth. And so she's playing Jim and she's climbing up that rope. Will and Rick, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. And they hear Mr. God rumbling from below. Yep, we know what that means. Miraculously, she made it through. But now she's got to find out where they are. But through this, she knows where they are. So she's going to get down and make her way up there. She's going to go rescue Will and Rick. Uh-oh. I didn't realize this. Let's see.
The Sleestak are celebrating the feeding of their god. They found your dad and Will in the lower cave and captured them to sacrifice them to their god in the pit.
What are we gonna do?
You can
Really?
save them, Holly.
But how? I'm just a kid and those Sleestaks are big.
Holly, a while ago you were disappointed because your dad and Will didn't want you to help them. Now they need you very much. You must have the courage to answer their need.
Can you help?
No, Holly, you have to do it. Only you.
But I can't, Ronnie. I don't know how.
Holly, you trusted
She's
me
not being
before.
very
You
helpful.
must trust me now. They need your help. You said you wanted to be grown up. If you don't find a way to help them, they'll die.
Well, thank you for just putting
Okay.
it out there like that.
I'll find a way somehow.
We'll figure it out. Thanks for nothing. And again, she's gone.
Guess it'll be over soon.
Nah,
There
it's
might
always a
still
slow
be
feed.
way out.
Rick's got a harebrained idea. Don't think it's going to work. That's going to work at least. But they're discussing the strategy, but then all of a sudden, hey, look who's here. And then she's thinking, okay, what can I do? And of course, crystals. Now, she might need to think this out a little bit more because I think this might be a bad idea. Yep, bad idea. But I mean, talk about a glass jaw. Did you see that one? Does Sleestak freeze out of fear? Okay, not laughing. This is a serious situation. This is a serious situation. Okay, let's see what they're saying now. So, hey, he's determined to get out of there, and that's what he's doing. Granted, Will,
Son, can you hear me?
isn't responding, so... See, I'd be taking that knife onto some of those
Will.
Sleestaks. That's what I would be doing.
Will!
Makes no
Will!
sense, you know? Anyhow.
Will! Can you hear me? Holly, are you crazy? What are you doing down here? Go on, get back up that rope.
No, Dad, I want to help.
It's too dangerous here. Now go on.
No, Dad, we've got to get Will up first. We can rig a sling in the rope and pull him up. But he's
She's
running,
determined to
so
help.
He'll have to climb up first.
Okay, I just don't have time to argue with you.
He doesn't have time to argue, so he's not. I would be rolling the Sleestaks over into the hold. That's what I would be
Holly,
doing.
hurry up! Where am I?
You're down in the pit.
Oh, my foot. I think I sprained it.
He's not even up. How can you tell?
Hey, what are you doing down here?
Well, Dad's up above ready to pull you up, and I'm here to help.
She's
We
here to
better
help.
hurry before that thing decides dinner's served.
I think it already has.
Holly, you all right?
We're okay, Dad. Will's ready to come up.
Hey, not without you, I'm not.
Listen, Dad can't pull us up together. I'll be okay. Quickly, Dad!
Going up.
Holly, look out!
Heights I'm afraid of. You know.
What the heck?
Holly, get up
Oh.
there! Fast!
Okay, Dad.
That was a quick turnaround. They're going to get up there and they're going to get the hell out of Dodge. That's what they're going to do. That is exactly what they're going to do. About time for the Sleestak to wake up. But man, I'd be pushing them over. Run, run, run as fast as you can. Get out of there. All right, so. Uh-oh. So, let's go play this one.
Easy.
Ronnie! Ronnie!
I'm here, Holly.
I know who you are now. You knew my secret name and how I felt and what would happen to me. You got that scar on your arm saving your brother's life, and so did I. You're me later, when I grow up, huh?
I came back through a time doorway to help you.
Then that means we'll get out of here?
It means you can. But you'll have to find the doorway and the answer to it by yourself. I have to leave you now, Holly.
But I don't even know you yet.
You will, later.
That makes no sense.
And you do have one precious gift for now. Your family. Cherish your father and brother, Holly. They won't always be there.
Foreshadowing.
Give them all your love and understanding while they are.
I will, but I have to know whether or not there's a future for any of us. Is there, Ronnie? Well, of course there's a future.
Has to
If
be.
there wasn't, there wouldn't be any reason for going on.
Yeah. That leaves. There's so many things in which I'm not even sure about there. I'll see you on the other side and we'll discuss it then. Hasta Luigi.
So wow, where do I even start on that? More questions and answers, definitely for sure. But I'm going to start with this by saying the whole Holly finding a time doorway back, speak to Holly, to encourage her, to help her parents and stuff like that. Great premise, great story, great encouragement of character growth. Love how that's done. As a matter of fact, it's through somewhat similar to that we can tie this to Ferret Run. Linnell, primary protagonist, as well as Diane. To give you a little bit of back history on the characters. Diane Linnell, her parents passed away with the incident at Badger Springs. Not going to be spoilers. You have to read and find out yourself. And she was like 10, 11. And here she is many years later, and grieving isn't done. She's never moved forward. She's just kind of stayed stuck where she is. Has not tried to heal, has not tried to grow past it. She's just continued existing. Diane. We don't go into much backstory for her. That won't get into that in the book 2. But just to kind of give backstories on her. She comes from great wealth. And her social circle is pretty much not there. The people who are in her circle are there only for the money, only for the benefits. They're not true friends. They're just users. I think, we've all had people like that in our past who are there. They bring nothing positive but they'll sure as heck use you, use your resources, and just use anything for their own gains or for them. They're not true friends. But she's there. She puts up with it. And so you have, they're kind of inversed, but they're both in the same circumstances. They're in the same existence, and they just exist. They don't make any changes. Now, when the incident happens and Diane gets pulled into this world, that is a keystone that starts a chain of events in which, just like Ronnie was the keystone for Holly to make her start looking at things different, to kind of make her mature more and try to make her grow up to realize, you bring more than the table than what you think. It's the same thing with Diane. She meets with L, as she meets with Diane. That is the factor which encourages the growth for both of the characters. And just like with Holly, with what she ran into with her future self, this starts a chain of events which brings forth change to the characters. As for other episodes that DC Fontana used, I can't remember of a story that was similar to this. So this is the only story that she did for Land of the Lost. And it was good, it was unique, and it was kind of set for the whole Saturday morning for when people watch it. It fit. It worked. And it did what it's supposed to do. And of course with me, it stuck in there, and then 40 years later, got Ferret Run. Not exact same, but the same trope, same thing. So it works. Future Holly was hot. Just saying it. I'll leave it alone. Won't say anything else on there. But it was a unique episode, and it gives you enough to think about. It was enjoyable for what it was. And that is this week's episode of Elsewin. We've got 2 more to go. I believe next week is Hurricane, and I really enjoyed that episode. I'll enjoy recording that and getting that up there with you guys. But yeah, two more episodes and the season's over with. Really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing this, and I look forward to going to other episodes. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably post a few episodes directly to my Patreon. I can post them there, not clip them, and not cut the sound, and be able to kind of do a better react. And I might do a couple of other episodes of stuff that I know wouldn't even float here. First 30 seconds of audio, boom. They'll say, nope, can't do it. So I'm going to look forward to doing that. I'll probably do maybe a month worth of episodes on that and put on my Patreon before we go into season 2. But I've enjoyed it. I hope you guys have. If you're new to the channel, you'll notice I've got many other videos. I got last night I went with Better Half. We went and saw the new Project Hail Mary. Great flick. Did a short review out of the theater reaction review. Put that short up last night, and good flick. You should definitely see it. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Like I said, we've got other episodes. Feel free to watch them. If you've got such series that you're interested in wanting me to do, comment below. Feel free to help me pull above the algorithm. Please like, please favorite, and even if you'd like to subscribe, anything like that helps me get caught up in the algorithm. If you notice, I'm very grateful to the 60 subscribers that I've got right now, but the lack of interaction is not picking my algorithm up, picking me up for more people to see me. So I've got to just try to figure out doing that. If you guys do that, that would definitely help me out on this. I'd really appreciate it if you do. But with that being said, this is going to conclude this week. You all have a good one. Be safe to each other. Be safe to each other. Be good to each other. Be safe. Look forward to next week. Take care, and we will see you then. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
Still